You know, it's wild to think how customer service has completely transformed, right? I mean, we used to dread those endless phone menus, but now we've got AI popping up in chat windows everywhere you look. It's like the future's here, but it makes you wonder, how should businesses be finding that right mix, balancing those cool chatbots with real human connection? That's what we're diving into today.
That's the big question, isn't it? And you hit the nail on the head about the pace of change. It's a whirlwind. That's why we really dug deep into some compelling research for this deep dive,
Huh.
trying to understand how AI is reshaping this landscape, but also, and this is crucial, why that human element is still so important.
Yeah, that human touch, you can't just program that, can you?
Exactly. So we'll be breaking down the pros and cons of both chatbots and human support, figuring out how to combine them effectively. That's the hybrid strategy everyone's talking about,
Yeah.
and getting into the nuts and bolts of making it all work. By the end of this, you'll have a solid grasp of how to navigate this new world of customer service.
And it is a new world out there, isn't it? I mean, AI is everywhere. Seriously, chatbots are on every website now. But we also all know that feeling, when you just need to talk to a real person who gets it. So let's set the scene, paint a picture. What does customer service actually look like in the digital age?
Well, a big trend, no doubt, is AI. I mean, it's everywhere. Businesses are waking up to the fact that AI can seriously boost their efficiency and really change the way they connect with customers. But, and this is a big but, the core idea hasn't changed one bit. It's all about really understanding your customers, what they need, how they feel. That's what builds those awesome personalized experiences that turn people into loyal customers. So AI is a powerful tool for sure, but it's operating within this framework of really connecting with the individual.
Gotcha. Okay, so AI is changing the game, but it's still got to play by the rules of human connection. And when we talk AI and customer service, you can't ignore chatbots, right? They're seriously taking over. What's behind this chatbot explosion?
I think it's the need for speed. I mean, we're also used to instant everything, right? Chatbots nail that. They're available 24/7, no coffee breaks, no lunch, just constant service. And they can juggle tons of requests at once, something even the best human team would struggle with. Let's not forget, customers want answers now, not later, and chatbots are perfect for that initial quick response.
Yeah, makes sense. In our crazy busy lives, we want answers right away, not tomorrow. And, it feels like chatbots are getting smarter too. Is that where these crazy AI advancements are coming in?
Totally. NLP, that's natural language processing, is making chatbots sound more and more human. It's mind-blowing how they can understand and respond in ways that were just science fiction a few years back. That means smoother conversations, better experiences, especially for those simpler requests.
Right, so they're speedy, they can handle a crowd, and they're learning to speak our language. Any other cool perks to using chatbots?
Oh, tons. Besides chatting with customers, they're data ninjas. Every conversation is like gold. Businesses learn about customer behavior, what trips them up, what they love. They can then use that data to improve their products, services, even their whole customer service strategy. And practically speaking, chatbots can scale up or down on a dime. Need to handle a sudden rush? No problem.
Hmm.
No need to hire a bunch of new staff, which is a huge win for businesses watching their budgets.
So it's like having a super efficient team that never sleeps and is always learning. Sounds pretty amazing, but let's be real. We've all hit that wall where a chatbot just doesn't get us. What are some chatbot limitations we need to be aware of?
That's the key, right? As cool as AI is, it's not human. It doesn't have empathy, that deep understanding of complex, messy situations. Chatbots work on algorithms, on the data they've been fed. They're not wired for intuition, can't really graft your emotions, the why behind your question. That's why they're an amazing tool, but not a replacement for us humans.
Absolutely. It's that empathy thing. You can't code that, can you? So that brings us to good old-fashioned human support. Why is it still vital in the age of chatbots?
Simple. Empathy, human connection. It's that ability to actually feel what the customer is feeling, to get their frustration, and to respond with genuine care. Humans can adapt, think on their feet, ditch the script when needed, handle those curveball situations that would make a chatbot's head spin. It's being able to read between the lines, see the emotion, and tailor the response. That's how you make customers feel heard and understood.
And I bet that human touch, especially with tricky situations, is what builds trust and turns customers into fans.
You got it. When things get sensitive or a customer's just having a rough day, that personal touch can completely change the game. It builds trust, strengthens that bond between the customer and the brand. People remember how you made them feel, and a positive human interaction, especially when things go wrong, that sticks with them.
So empathy, handling those tough cases, building trust, that's the human support trifecta. But like with anything, there are downsides too, right?
Of course. Think about it. Humans can't be everywhere at once. Unlike chatbots, we need sleep, and we can only handle so much at a time. So scaling up purely human support gets expensive fast. You need more people, more training, and providing 247 human support without breaking the bank. That's a logistical nightmare.
Yeah, you're dealing with staffing, scheduling, it all adds up. So it seems like neither chatbots nor humans are the perfect solution on their own. We need to find that middle ground. How do businesses figure out that sweet spot, that balance between efficiency and that all-important human touch?
That's the million-dollar question. It's all about figuring out when to use which tool. It's about creating a system where AI and human support work together, playing to their strengths. That way you can handle all sorts of customer needs using the suite of AI for the routine stuff and bringing in the empathy and problem-solving of humans when things get complicated or emotional.
Makes total sense. We've talked about the rise of AI, the need for human connection, and the good and bad of both. Let's dive deeper into chatbots. You mentioned how powerful they are. Just how much have they changed customer service automation?
It's been a revolution, honestly. Customer expectations are through the roof. They want help now, and chatbots are stepping up. Their ability to handle tons of conversations at once, quickly and accurately, makes them invaluable, especially for businesses drowning in customer interactions.
It's not just quantity, though, is it? It's that 204/7 thing.
Oh, absolutely. That's a game changer. Humans need breaks, chatbots don't. So customers can get help anytime, day or night, which makes them happy campers. Imagine trying to track a package at 2 a.m. and getting an instant answer. That's the power of chatbots.
And cost is king. Are chatbots good for the bottom line?
Over time, they can be super cost-effective. Sure, there's that initial setup, getting everything running smoothly, but long-term, you're saving big time on staffing. They can handle huge workloads without needing a massive team working around the clock.
That's music to any business owner's ears. And I've noticed that chatbots are often built right into websites and apps. How does that smooth integration help the customer?
Seamless integration is key for a good experience. Chatbots work hand in hand with other systems, especially CRM, customer relationship management. That connection means everything flows smoothly, information is shared easily, no more repeating yourself, just a streamlined process. Like, imagine a chatbot on a website that pulls up your order history to answer your question. That's slick.
You mentioned data earlier. Chatbots are data collectors, right? How does that help businesses?
They're data rock stars. Every interaction gives them clues about what customers want, what they struggle with, what makes them tick. Businesses use that data to fine-tune their service, personalize things, really understand their customer base. It can even influence new products and marketing campaigns.
It's like a constant learning loop. The more they interact, the smarter they get.
Spot on. And AI is always evolving. NLP is making chatbots sound less like robots and more like us. And machine learning means they learn from every conversation.
So, to recap, chatbots are available 24/7, multitask like champs, are cost-effective in the long run, integrate seamlessly, collect valuable data, and constantly learn. That's impressive.
It really is. They're a powerful asset for any business looking to step up its customer service game.
Okay, we've seen what they can do. Let's break down some of those benefits. How do chatbots streamline things day to day?
Think about all those repetitive tasks that eat up a human agent's time. Answering the same FAQs about shipping, explaining basic product info, helping someone reset their password. Chatbots can automate all of that, freeing up humans for the bigger stuff.
So what does that mean for the customer? You mentioned fast responses. How does that affect their experience?
In today's world, people expect instant answers. Chatbots deliver that, making the whole experience smooth and positive. Quick resolutions mean happy customers, which is good for business.
You also talked about personalization. How can a chatbot do that?
They're like those friendly shopkeepers who know your name. They use cookies and logins to recognize you and remember your history. So they can greet you by name, reference past purchases, really personalize the conversation. It's a great way to build loyalty.
Beyond efficiency, speed, and personalization, any other chatbot benefits?
Well, many of them speak multiple languages, which is amazing for global businesses. Being able to help customers in their native language breaks down barriers and makes everyone feel welcome. And like we discussed, chatbots are data whizzes. Their insights are gold for marketing, even product development. And of course, there's that cost reduction by easing the load on human teams.
Sounds like there are lots of reasons to jump on the chatbot bandwagon, but let's get real. What are some things they just can't do well?
The big one, emotions. AI's come a long way, but it still can't fully grasp the complexities of human emotions. Sure, they can pick up on keywords, maybe sense a general vibe, but true understanding of subtle emotions like frustration, disappointment, even excitement, that's still a hurdle.
Yeah, we've all experienced that awkward chatbot interaction that felt, well, a little off. What about when things get complex?
That's another challenge. Chatbots are great with the basics, the stuff they've been trained on. But when it comes to complicated problems that need critical thinking, problem solving, information outside their little world, they hit a wall. And that's when you need a human.
And I imagine that if a chatbot keeps failing to understand you, it gets frustrating fast.
Absolutely. Miscommunication is a real danger. If a chatbot doesn't get what you're saying, it might give you useless information or flat out wrong answers. That's a quick way to lose trust and annoy customers.
So it sounds like the chatbot itself needs to be well designed and smart to avoid those pitfalls.
Oh, 100%. The programming has to be top-notch. The knowledge base up to date and comprehensive. A clunky, outdated chatbot is going to deliver a clunky, outdated experience. That's why updates, maintenance, and ongoing training are essential.
Is there also a risk of customers feeling like they're just talking to a machine, losing that personal touch?
Absolutely. If you rely too much on chatbots and don't offer a clear path to human interaction, customers can feel alienated. For certain things, especially those that are emotionally charged or need that personal touch, that lack of human connection can really hurt. Balance is key.
And one last thing, the knowledge base. If a chatbot doesn't have the right info, it's not going to be very helpful, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
A chatbot is only as good as its knowledge base. It needs access to the right, up-to-date information to give accurate, helpful answers. Without that, it's just a fancy, useless box.
Okay, so knowing what chatbots can and can't do is crucial. Now, let's talk customer experience. These days, people expect a lot. How does optimizing the customer experience tie into this whole automation and human interaction discussion?
It's not just a nice-to-have anymore, it's survival. Customers expect a smooth, efficient, and personalized experience across the board. If you don't deliver, they'll go to someone who does. Technology like chatbots can be a huge part of this, but you've got to be smart about it.
So how can chatbots help make the customer journey better and more satisfying?
They can provide instant solutions, which makes everyone happy. They can keep the conversation going without a hitch, ensuring consistent service. And with their data crunching skills, they can personalize recommendations and support, making it feel tailor-made for each person. And don't forget feedback. Chatbots can gather valuable feedback to help businesses improve their service even more.
Let's get specific. How do chatbots make those everyday interactions better for the customer?
Well, they offer on-demand support, which is huge. Need help at midnight? No problem. Chatbots are there. They can streamline things like checking order status or updating your info, making it quick and easy. For those trickier issues, they can seamlessly connect you to a human expert. No more getting bounced around. And the fact that they're everywhere, on websites and apps, on social media, that means consistent, convenient help wherever you are. They can even proactively send reminders and updates, making you feel like they've got your back. And of course, multilingual support is amazing for global businesses.
Okay, so we're seeing where chatbots shine in terms of customer experience. What are some scenarios where businesses should be saying, hey, this is a job for a chatbot?
Perfect for providing basic info like opening hours, locations, FAQs, that sort of thing. They're great for simple transactions like tracking orders, making bookings, or updating your details. And they excel at handling routine inquiries, account balances, service updates, scheduling appointments. That frees up humans to focus on more complex issues.
Any other situations where a chatbot can really make a difference?
Oh yeah, onboarding new customers, guiding them through the initial steps, explaining features, answering those first-time questions. They're also great in a crisis, providing consistent info and updates to lots of people quickly. And remember, they're data analysts, so they can help identify opportunities for upselling and cross-selling, suggesting products or services you might love based on your past interactions.
So for those high-volume, straightforward tasks, chatbots are a no-brainer. But we keep coming back to that human element. When is that human touch essential for great service?
When you need empathy, creative problem solving, that ability to handle those sensitive, emotionally charged interactions. When a customer is upset, confused, or dealing with something unique that a chatbot just can't comprehend, that's when humans shine.
Give us some examples. When does a human agent really make all the difference?
Think of those tricky problems that need out-of-the-box thinking and tailor-made solutions. That's human territory. Or when a customer is super frustrated, anxious, maybe even upset, a chatbot can't offer the same level of empathy and reassurance as a human. And for those curveball questions, the stuff that's not in a chatbot script, you need a human who can think critically, use different resources, and find the right answer.
What else makes human interaction so valuable in those moments?
We can read people, pick up on those subtle cues in their voice, tone, language. Chatbots are getting better, but they can't match the human ability to sense and respond to emotions with empathy and sensitivity. We can also grasp the bigger picture, the context around a customer's issue, which is so important for providing truly helpful guidance. And let's be real, those genuine human interactions, that's how you build lasting relationships, how you create loyal customers. A positive, empathetic experience with a real person, that leaves a mark.
What about when a chatbot hits a wall and needs to pass the customer on to a human? How important is that transition?
It's got to be seamless. If a chatbot can't help, the handoff to a human needs to be smooth and painless. No one wants to repeat themselves or feel like they're starting from scratch. A good handoff keeps the experience consistent and prevents frustration. Plus, human agents often handle those escalated issues, and their ability to provide personalized, empathetic support can really turn a bad situation around.
So it's about a cohesive experience, even when switching between AI and humans. That brings us to the idea of balancing automation with empathy. How can businesses pull that off?
Delegate wisely. Let AI handle the routine stuff, the high-volume tasks, and keep your human agents for the complex, emotionally charged situations where they excel. Automation takes care of the basics, freeing up humans to use their unique skills where they matter most.
And we've talked about this, but that handoff between chatbot and human has to be smooth, right?
Absolutely. Those transitions have to be effortless. Customers should feel supported whether they're dealing with a bot or a human. Any hiccups or lost information during the handoff will just cause frustration.
So if a business gets that balance right, what's the payoff?
Happy customers. By combining the efficiency of automation with the power of human connection, businesses can meet more customer needs on more levels. This often means investing in your human agents, giving them the communication and emotional intelligence training they need to handle those tougher situations.
This is all pointing towards a hybrid approach, isn't it? Blending chatbots and human support. How does that work in the real world?
A hybrid approach is exactly that, a smart mix of both. It's about using each one where it shines. Chatbots handle the routine stuff with speed and consistency, and humans step in for the complex, nuanced, emotional interactions that need that personal touch.
So the right tool for the right job, whether it's AI or human.
Exactly. We've said it before, but it's worth repeating, that integration and handoff between chatbot and human have to be smooth for this to work. The customer's journey needs to be consistent, whether they're talking to a bot or a person.
How can businesses know if their hybrid model is working?
Data is your friend. Track key things like response times, customer satisfaction scores, how many issues get resolved, and how often things get escalated. That data tells you what's working and where you need to tweak things.
And keeping both your chatbots and your human agents up to date is key, right?
Oh, huge. Your chatbot needs a current, comprehensive knowledge base to be effective. And your human agents need to be well-trained and in the loop about policies, procedures, all that stuff.
What are some tips for making sure that chatbot-human integration is successful?
First, be clear about what you're trying to achieve. Define roles and responsibilities for both the AI and the human teams. Second, training. Invest in training for both your human agents' communication and problem-solving skills are key, and your chatbots. They need to keep learning and improving. And of course, that smooth escalation process is crucial. No customer should have to repeat themselves or start over when they get passed on to a human.
What about sharing information when a customer goes from chatbot to human?
That has to be seamless. When a chatbot hands off an issue, all the details need to go to the human agent instantly. No one wants to re-explain their problem. And don't forget feedback loops. Use customer insights to improve both your chatbot's knowledge and your human agent training.
Okay, enough theory. Let's talk real-world examples. Any companies doing this well?
Tons. Think of a busy online store. They might use chatbots for those common order tracking questions, freeing up their human agents for trickier stuff like returns or damaged items. Or a bank offering basic account support and info through chatbots 24 and 7, but with easy access to human advisors for more complex financial planning. Or a hospital using chatbots to schedule appointments and answer basic questions so nurses can spend more time with patients. That's the power of a hybrid approach.
It sounds like blending chatbots and human support is the future of customer service, not just a fad.
You nailed it. It's not about choosing one or the other, it's about understanding how they work best together. Finding that perfect balance, one that fits your customers, your industry, your goals, that's the key to success.
So for our listeners, here's something to think about as you consider your own business or even just your experiences as a customer. How can businesses anticipate what their customers need, design their service to not just react, but to actually be one step ahead, surprising and delighting them at every turn? That's how you create truly loyal customers who feel genuinely connected to your brand.